Boom.
Four bolts, 2 lines, and a drive shaft, huh?
Yeah, that was a big mistake.
I told him that in the beginning. I knew how it was going to go, but he thought it was just 4 bolts, 2 brake lines, and a drive shaft.
We were close. It was a little more.
And I reiterated throughout the job. 4 bolts, 2 brake lines, and a drive shaft, huh?
It's only 4 bolts, 2 brake lines, a drive shaft, and a...
Dave, I told you I would show you how to do it.
It was a fucking lie.
Chris, I can't trust you no more, dude.
That's fine.
So we got 4 bolts for a subframe, 2 bolts up top for a strut, 2 bolts in the bottom for a strut. Let me rephrase that. 4 bolts up top for a strut.
Did the
2
stock?
bolts on the bottom for a strut.
Did you have to bend the
3
hard line?
bolts at the drive shaft at the transmission.
Brake line you had to do.
6 bolts on the drive shaft at the axle side. You had to take the nut out for the output shaft on the trans for the output shaft seal.
Swap yoke.
Swap yoke on the pinion yoke, so that's another nut. Brake line didn't work, so I had to cut and flare brake line when everything was in the car.
Modify the parking brake.
Cut and weld the parking brake cable bracket. So that's not just a bolt there, that's some grinding and some grinding, making sparks.
Hope you paid this man.
And
There's probably
like
100 other things.
Yep,
But,
yep.
it's in there. It looks good. What are you about to do? These sheets of metal out the back of the truck.
What you got going on there, Cal?
welded some broke stuff.
Good job, Roman.
Yeah.
So this is our buddy Roman Manuel's Supra 2J block. Is this the new block he bought, or is this the old one that came out of the car? So this is the DE block then.
I believe so.
Did you just make a new hole?
No, I put that tab back on it.
Oh, it broke both tabs off.
Yeah, it broke this tab for the dowel pin. It cracked it below here. Broke the bolt side off on that stud. So I had to pretty much make a V-channel in it and put the dowel pin in, clamp it down, cut a V in it. That way it gets all the way down to the crack and start welding it up from there. Tack the tops in place, ground the cracks all the way out in the bottom, and start welding it up, cleaned it up real good. Got the bottom tacked up and then cleared the top out, got the crack out of it. Pretty much there was barely anything left of this little side notch when I got done with it. So in order to get the cracks out, had to weld a little bit inside the dowel pin hole, so kind of clearing that out, making room for the new dowel pin to go in there.
Well, this is all because he couldn't get the harmonic balancer off.
Yeah, because can't get the damper off.
When you have an exorbitant amount of vibrant fittings in line for cars, but you got moisture problems in your compressor,
put a $500 bolt puller on it. Yes, sir.
Was it melting the rubber line?
It just got it swells the rubber. Yeah. Coming out of there is so hot. Yeah, boy, I'll tell you what. They just spit it right on out. Yeah, it just got hot and sweated. You can probably put a clamp on it and be good, but what's the point? We'll go braid it. Let's go braid it. Yeah, this is some old school shit here. We don't use this stuff. Military.
Oh, so it's probably made of tissue paper.
Yeah. You gotta change them out every time they use one. Hey. Call me Big Pop.
I feel like these are way more fun to cut and mount to fittings than the rubber
They
ones.
tear your hands up. And I don't have the clamp, like the good clamps for it and stuff. You're gonna suck.
Don't you do it.
Too late, I already did it.
I hate you. Well, fuck, it's 2:21 and I still got about 4 orders to produce. But we'll get to something here in a little bit.
You say that every time.
What do you got in mind?
I don't know.
Hell of a media guy.
Yeah, I do the media, see? This is me doing media. Even Enzo. It's all tuckered out.
It's just a Monday, man.
Very work oriented. Dude, you ordered some parts, dude? I'm gonna make a meme out of this now.
Don't do it.
The most interesting ginger in the world.
I could dig that.